one and all. I'm actually on today's adventures. We're travelling in by subway. Now, I've heard a lot of really nasty stories about the New York subway, which make the city circle look like nothing. But as I'm sitting here in the New York subway, as you can see, I'm surrounded by absolutely no one. I might be on a ghost train. That is possible, but catching the subway, although we're actually not sub at the moment, we're actually outer, but catching the subway from Dyer Avenue, which sounds pretty dire when you think about it. Yeah, apparently that's the end of the subway out of the East Bronx. Travelling through the Bronx now, and yeah, no sign of any humans. So hey, Empire State Building today, guys. Going up and going to have fun. So in the lift, heading up to the top of the Empire State Building. It's been a veritable maze, like a rat maze to get through here. Unsurprisingly, led through a gift shop. So is the exit, so that should be interesting. We're 78th floor, 80th floor. We're nearly at the top. I think it's 82nd floor is the 80th floor. We are here. Of course, one of the most famous occupants of the building was, of course, King Kong. As you can see over here, he looked a bit bigger on screen from my memory, but I suppose the camera does add pounds. So I told you a small lie before. That wasn't the observation deck. That was actually a tour of how the building was built. Apparently out of steel. Who knew? We're now on the observation deck, and we're going outside to have a look at what looks like a mist-covered New York. There we are, top of the Empire State Building. Looking out over the East River at the moment. Over there, I'll just finish up. We have the obviously smaller Chrysler Building, which I personally think is one of the most garish and ugly buildings in the world. Leopards or whatever they are leaping out. Over this way, if we can actually get a view, we might get as far. That's the Manhattan Bridge there. And a little bit further over we have the Brooklyn Bridge, but I don't think we can make that out through the fog. And now we're looking downtown. Wall Street and Battery Park are down there. That's the older part of New York. Originally New York didn't go up much further than 14th Street, and we're up 40th Street now. Looking now over the Hudson River. Vaguely see in the distance over there Jersey City, which is of course just on the other side of the river. So a lot of smog, fog, cloud around today, so it's a bit hard to see everything. Beautiful rooftops down that way though. Just in case you were in any doubt, apparently throwing things from here is dangerous, so better remember not to do that. Okay, heading west now, again over the Hudson River. The other huge skyscrapers that are around New York. Looking uptown, up to the north. Again, the reason it's so hard to find the Empire State Building and skyline is there are so many other skyscrapers. Makes it tough for us poor tourists. Right now there's a demonstration of why playing yellow car spotter in New York is dangerous for your tongue and you may sprain your mouth doing it. Right there we have the Flatiron Building. Now apparently when it was put up, people were taking bets on whether it would be blown down in the wind due to its unusual shape. But 100 years later it's still standing there. Off the distance there's lower Manhattan Island, the old part of New York, and standing clear above everything else is the Freedom Tower, where the World Trade Center was. So it's downtown New York, the old part down there. The Flatiron Building again, the Woolworth Building. Now, I'm not actually sure if you can hear this from here, but if New York has a theme song, it's not New York, New York. It's not New York State of Mind, it's sirens. Because from up here you can hear the constant wail of sirens everywhere in the city, so for a city that never sleeps there's obviously something going on all the time that requires the police or the fire brigade. vaguely through the mist there, you can just make out Central Park, which is gargantuan, huge on the other side of those skyscrapers. Yeah, the safety barriers there. I'm pretty sure that I could fit a small child through there, and at the moment I have a short list of small children I'd like to stick through there. Looking up now at the mast above here, above the right side building, you'll see that it's now covered in telecommunications equipment, but originally it was designed to be a mooring mast for airships. Of course, the building opened in 1931, and it wasn't that long after that the Hindenburg had its the humanity moment, so it was never actually used, mainly due to the winds up here as well. So we're bidding farewell now from what seems like the top of the world, and certainly clouded enough mist to be there, but descending now to the level of mere mortal people, back down on ground level.
50th Street, off Southern Sector. Where